Chief Minister of Delhi, saying that when he had the opportunity and when he had the moral ground to resign while he was locked up in Tihar jail, why didn't he resign then? And why is the Aam Aadmi Party stoking up another controversy, challenging the wit and intelligence of their voters by calling for an election earlier than they are slated to be? Sumit Peer, senior political commentator, joins us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Sumit, a number of questions in fact come to our mind when you look at this news very objectively. Arvind Kejriwal is still under investigation. The Supreme Court has issued a number of dictats which he obviously cannot trespass or transgress. But at the same time, how inconvenient would it be for the Exchequer and the Election Commission to pay heed to Arvind Kejriwal's call for an early election in Delhi, say in juxtaposition with Maharashtra? And secondly, why do you think this is being done? Is there some political acumen being applied over here that puts the Aam Aadmi Party ahead of the Congress Party or the Bharatiya Janata Party, the main contenders in Delhi? Or do you think that this is again Arvind Kejriwal's moral call to show the people of Delhi that he was elected because of them and whatever is happening to him is because of the opposition? Is this a victim card being exaggerated into a re-election? Sumit, I can't hear you.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me on your show. What we are seeing is a typical, card which Mr. Kejriwal is playing. Look, Aam Aadmi Party is about Kejriwal. Kejriwal is Aam Aadmi Party. That is what it is. Now, his brand, his image, his aura, his stature, and his position, even within the party, has taken a serious beating. So when he possibly came out of the jail, he must have assessed the situation around. Hawa pani dekha hoga. And he must be seeing a lot of resentment within the party. Now, typically, it's like when it's a typical Hindi serial when they say the actor has died or something, then they have to make a re-entry of the actor. You have to create a situation wherein he has to get all the limelight. He has to enter in a scene where all the limelights, all the cameras are looking at him. It's a dire situation. This is an artificially dire situation which Mr. Kejriwal is creating so that he takes the moral high ground. He becomes the hero. He calls the shots. Today, he'll be really, really scared because there is a chance that his party might defect against him. Some people might, break up his party. So what is he trying to do? Before you plan your move, I am going to resign. By resigning, he's testing the waters. He'll see how the things are. He will see where are the people, how do the people align. And based on that, he will make a strategy to resign or not. It is basically a drama. It's a ploy. It's to get back to the, limelight and take a moral high ground. Look, I'm resigning. I'm coming for an early election. I want to go to this Agni Pariksha and I want to settle the scores. I want to prove myself again and again. Look, bluff has worked for Mr. Kejriwal. Remember when he was made the CM for first day, he went in this blue Wagoner and resigned. That day, the bluff worked for him and it delivered the results for him. Now he's at a stage of life and career where he has to go for the bluff. It's like a gambler who has a few chips left and he has lost a lot of money. What does he do? All chips in. Dekha jayega. Is par ya us par. That is exactly what Mr. Kejriwal is trying to do. Taking moral high ground, hijacking the media of the country, hijacking everything. If the people are trying to defect, trying to still control ahead. Now, if he resigns, if there's a charge of defection within the party, if there's any other group in the party who wants to take over the control, he is trying to scuttle everybody's chances. He's trying to kill everybody's chances. So it is Aam Aadmi Party is Kejriwal, Kejriwal is Aam Aadmi Party. If I go, मैं गया तो सारे गए. That is what the strategy is. And this moral high ground and all crap beneath. If he had to resign when he was in the jail, I agree that he should have resigned that. He should have nominated somebody else. What is the point of resigning? Why don't you nominate Manish Sisodia as the CM? Why don't you nominate Saurabh Bhardwaj or Atishi as the CM? Out of the 63 MLAs don't you have one person whom you can trust as the CM? What is your problem? Why it is all about you, I, me, myself? It's why it's always me. By hamesha मैं ही क्यों हूँ? If you are really interested in the governance, there can be somebody else nominated as a CM as well. Why are you thrusting this election? And the people of the Delhi have seen through the scam. Whatever you say and do, your image is dented, your aura is dented. And in fact, if BJP wants, if Modi ji wants, that legally they can even dismiss the government today. There are enough legal provisions. So rather than getting that way and getting that far, and remember, Vineet, there was a legislation, there was an application by the BJP MLAs, which was given to the Honorable President Draupadi Murmu ji, I think around a week back, wherein the Same, they recommended that the Delhi Assembly should be dissolved. The same application was forwarded to the office of Amit Shah ji, where it is lying. We have not heard from the HMO what they are thinking on it. But as a matter of fact, if Draupadi Murmu ji sends this to Amit Shah's office, that means she in a way is cementing, theek hai. I mean, this
Isudan Gadvi, Gujarat president, also joins us on the broadcast. Mr. Gadvi, I hope you can hear me. Mr. Gadvi, are you there with us?
Yes.
Right. So thank you for joining us on a short notice, sir. Arvind Kejriwal has surprised not only political echelons, but he's also surprised everybody in the national capital as well as India by offering his resignation in the next 48 hours and calling for a re-election in Delhi. Do you think this is a good move, and if so, why?
देखो, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ऐसे राजनेता हैं जो कि अपना जीवन पूरा इस देश के लिए खपाना चाहते हैं। आपने तो बहुत नजदीक से देखी है कि जब वो इनकम टैक्स कमिश्नर थे, तब भी उनके पास अगर पैसा कमाना होता, भ्रष्टाचार करना होता, तो तब भी वो कर सकते थे। 6 इंस्पेक्टर उनके नीचे आते थे। उसके बाद जब वो इनकम टैक्स कमिश्नर होते हुए भी झोपड़पट्टी में जाकर बच्चों की सेवा करते थे, बच्चों को पढ़ाते लिखाते थे। उनको ऐसा लगता कि मेरा पिताजी ने मुझे पढ़ाया है, अब मैं IITN होकर UPSC पास की है, तो एक एक गरीब का बच्चा पढ़ना चाहिए। उनके दिल में था ये, और इसी के चलते अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उनकी पूरी, आप रिकॉर्ड देख लीजिए, फिर वो भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ आंदोलन से वो उभरे, पूरी आम आदमी पार्टी उभरी। अब भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ के आंदोलन, लेकिन भाजपा ने, उनको पता था कि दिल्ली में उनको हराया नहीं जा सकता। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी पंजाब में जाकर सरकार बना ली। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने गुजरात में, यहाँ मैं जहाँ बैठा हूँ, नरेंद्र मोदी और अमित शाह का गढ़ जिसको माना जाता था, उसमें सेंध मारी, 5 MLA लिए और 41 लाख वोट जो पहली बार किसी पार्टी को दी, वो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी नाम पर मिली। तो स्वाभाविक तौर पर नरेंद्र मोदी और अमित शाह को डर रहता था कि ये क्या किया जाए, और इसलिए अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के पास था क्या? उनकी ईमानदारी, उनकी इंसानियत। वो कट्टर ईमानदार है, और उसी पर डैन मारने के लिए गलत फर्जी एक केस बनाया, और फर्जी केस बनाकर उनको जेल में डाला। जेल में डालकर जब अदालत ने, स्वाभाविक तौर पर आप निर्दोष तो तब साबित होंगे ना जब सालों तक केस चलेगा, लेकिन इस PMLA अंतर्गत जमानत मिलनी बहुत मुश्किल होती है। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को जब जमानत मिली, तब उनको लगा कि नहीं, अब ये लोगों ने मेरे ईमानदारी पर सवाल उठाया। किसने? नरेंद्र मोदी, अमित शाह, भाजपा और पूरी टीम ने। तब उनको लगा अगर CM के पद की उनको पड़ी होती।
बट सर अभी विपक्ष ने भी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की, उन्होंने मीडिया को संबोधित किया और कहा कि अरविंद केजरीवाल को अगर इस्तीफा देना ही होता तो जब वो जेल में थे, जब कारगर में थे, तब क्यों नहीं उन्होंने, कारागृह में थे, तब उन्होंने क्यों नहीं इस्तीफा दिया? बाहर आने का इंतजार क्यों किया? जो 6 महीने वो जेल में रहे हैं, हो सकता है आम आदमी पार्टी थोड़ा दिल्ली का और उद्धार कर सकती थी।
नहीं, मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूं। ये देखो, विपक्ष के लोग भी पढ़े लिखे बेचारे हैं वहां के, और पूरी उनकी पार्टी भी आप लिख लो। जेल में हो तो अगर वो देते तो ये जो चाहते वही होता। महाराष्ट्र में सरकार किसने गिराई? आपने देखा होगा चंपन सोरेन को हालत क्या है। चंपन सोरेन कहाँ पे अभी? और जेल में होते हुए अगर ये देते तो जमानत कैसे मिली? सबूत नहीं मिला इसलिए तो जमानत मिली। सबूत नहीं मिला इसलिए जमानत मिली ना। CBI ED के पास कुछ है नहीं। और अरविंद केजरीवाल के पास अगर 100 करोड़ होते तो कहा जाते ना कि भाई 100 करोड़ रुपया ये रहा। तो सवाल ये है कि विपक्ष बेचारा बौखला गया है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी इस्तीफा देने की बात की, क्योंकि उनके पर तो इतने आक्षेप हुए हैं। उन पर तो मतलब ये आप देखो, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बॉन्ड के कौभांड से लेकर कितने हजारों करोड़ के कौभांड के आक्षेप हुए। किसी ने, नरेंद्र मोदी ने पेशकश की इस्तीफे की? नहीं की। उन्हीं का काम क्या है? उनको तो सत्ता में बने रहना, चिपके रहना और चिपकाए रहना, बस यही है। लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल जी उन नेताओं में से नहीं है। वो राजनीति काम की राजनीति करते हैं। एक मुझे आप बता दीजिए कि एक नेता जो बोलता हो कि अगर मैंने स्कूल अच्छी बनाई वोट देना। नरेंद्र मोदी ये करके दिखा दे मुझे। मैं ये बताऊं, नरेंद्र मोदी या अगला चुनाव काम पे
चलिए सर,
10 लाख
चलिए
दिया ना उन्होंने।
स्कूल तो अच्छे बनाए, पर दिल्ली में और भी समस्याएं हैं जिन पर हम बाद में चर्चा करेंगे. Advocate Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, also joins us on the show. But before that, my colleague Brian Thomas is also joining us on the broadcast. Let's get the latest scoop from Brian on what's happening right now. Brian, what are you hearing from inside of the Aam Aadmi Party? Why is this move being taken at the time it is, and what's for the Aam Aadmi Party to gain over here? If they are going to be testing the loyalty of their Delhi voters, then considering what's transpired in the last few months, it could be a move that could backfire for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, definitely, Vineet. It is a risky move, but Arvind Kejriwal also, it's a big question when Arvind Kejriwal also, when he addressed the Aam Aadmi Party workers also today, Arvind Kejriwal made it very clear to the fact that he will be resigning, and also he gives on to the people of Delhi, the Delhiites, that they would be the one taking a decision. And post that, yes, there was a lot of words happening both from the BJP side, where the BJP is alleging that Arvind Kejriwal it's a political gimmicky, it is a victim card being played. You talk about Sudhanshu Trivedi, you talk about Manoj Tiwari, you talk about Virendra Sachdeva. They are all alleging that this is just gimmicky. But again, it becomes very important to note and raises a lot of questions also, Vineet. The first question also remains whether it is a real stand also from the Chief Minister's side, from Arvind Kejriwal's side, or it's a political gimmicky. And that will be very surely, it will be understandable after 2 days, because there is 2 days for him to resign. And also to the fact, it's also raising a lot of questions from the Aam Aadmi Party side also, where the Aam Aadmi Party is alleging and saying that Arvind Kejriwal is honest, he is in his ground, and he is very true to his public. But again, the question also, another question remains that if he had to resign, then why didn't he choose the time of resignation when he was in the jail? Why did he choose when he got out? He got the bail and he came out, and then he, out of among all the people, he came out and he said that he is resigning, and to the fact that he will give out to the public what the public decides. So definitely there raises a lot of questions. There's a suspension also to the fact that whether it's just a political gimmick or whether he will actually be resigning in 2 days. Vinny.
All right, Advocate Manasvi Thapar also with us on the broadcast. Manasvi, what do you make of this move? Is it something which is being done out of an instinct? Is Mr. Arvind Kejriwal being impetuous, or do you think this is some sort of a political masterstroke?
See, I believe it's a political masterstroke by all counts, because there's nothing which he was. It was all about BJP was asking for resignation, and this particular coming at this particular time. As soon as he came out, his address to the people was that I'm resigning, and everyone is talking about Arvind Kejriwal. So what would have happened in 2025 with the corruption charges on him and things not going on his side? It would have been a very big battle for Arvind Kejriwal. Now he gets more than 6 months to think on what strategy he has to apply for the Delhi. He gets the time to rework on his strategy. He gets the time to align his workers together. He gets the time to come out and talk about BJP. BJP does not have a leadership in Delhi. Congress does not have a leadership in Delhi. The entire Delhi leadership is always Arvind Kejriwal. It revolves around him. So this was 2019. He could stop Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP entering the Delhi territories. Now what happens is this was a different ball game. 2025 would have been different, because this political party coming as a crusader against corruption, as Arvind Kejriwal coming as a hero of anti-corruption, and now the charges of corruption on him, he had to prove that wrong, and he was the person who was standing that if any allegation comes on any person, he should be the first person to resign. Now he could be late 6 months, but he has stood to his words. I don't see in the last history, in the future, in the past of our country, that any person of position have resigned on the grounds of what Arvind Kejriwal stands for. I think it's a masterstroke, but masterstroke will only be told if he wins Delhi Legislative Assembly. But as of now, the optics are in favor of Arvind Kejriwal. The entire Sunday has been devoted on Arvind Kejriwal. The next 2 days are on Arvind Kejriwal. So after coming from the jail, after getting the bail, everyone is talking about Arvind Kejriwal. This is a new class of politics which he brings on the table. He's the center of the politics, and that is what is required in politics. People talk about him. People would be criticizing him. People would be with him. But this is what is required in politics. The optics are required. The optics are in favor of Arvind Kejriwal. There is no denial on that front. So we have to give it to Arvind Kejriwal.
Okay.
So
okay.
he goes
All
to
right. Mr. Akil Khan, political analyst, also with us on the program. Advocate Vikram Singh, Supreme Court lawyer, is also joining us on the show. Vikram Singh, if you can hear me. Mr. Vikram Singh? Mr. Singh?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. What does the Constitution say? What does the law say when it comes to calling elections, early elections in a state like Delhi, or for that matter, any state in the country? Is Arvind Kejriwal, as the leader of the Delhi governing Aam Aadmi Party, in his right to call for an early elections?
See, he can call for early election. He can call, there is a provision that election can be held earlier and the election can be postponed also. But in this matter, I would say why he is calling for early election and why he is resigning. That is the most precious question that the Delhi citizen wants to know, and citizen of this country wants to know. Because Honorable Supreme Court, while giving him a bail yesterday, has imposed certain conditions, and that conditions, because of that conditions, Arvind Kejriwal is going to resign. What condition Honorable Supreme Court has imposed on him? That he will not visit the Chief Minister office, he will not assume the office, he will not sign anything as a Chief Minister. That is why now in the compulsion, because of the fear, he is going to resign. Somebody was saying it's a master stroke. I would not say it is a fear stroke. That is, because of that he is going to resign. And he knows that if he'll be the CM, and you know one thing I want to tell you.
But Mr. Singh, just help me understand this.
Yeah.
Even if there is a re-election, he comes back as the Chief Minister. The investigation against him is not going anywhere. The Supreme Court order will still prevail. What does it change?
Yes, that is what I want to tell your viewers. That, and one thing what I was going to tell, that since February, no cabinet meeting has been held in the Delhi, and no financial decision has been taken. Nothing has been taken which would be for the betterment of the citizen of Delhi. So the citizen of Delhi should understand, the voters of the Delhi should understand this. If you have rightly pointed out that if it comes again in the power, the Honorable Supreme Court condition will be there. His charges will be there, because the trial is not going to conclude in a day or two. It will take, I think, 3-4 years to conclude. So the charges will be there, the investigation will be there, the conditions will be there. So nothing is going to change except this political drama.
Okay, political drama is what you call it. But also, let's get a response from Mr. Akil Khan, political analyst. Mr. Khan, where do you see this? Arvind Kejriwal, out of jail, we were expecting him to throw in some surprises, but this is a big one, Mr. Khan.
Of course, this is a big one, but I would like to say first of all that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi visiting Chief Justice of India's residence has crossed all the limits of नैतिकता. नैतिकता की सारी सीमाएं उन्होंने तोड़ दी हैं जो आज तक हिस्ट्री में हमारे देश की कभी नहीं हुआ. So there is no, BJP has no right to tell about naitikta or anything. Everybody in our country knows, every person who is connected with the country's affairs, he knows very well that this is the Narendra Modi and BJP who is orchestrating all these kind of things against Chief Minister Kejriwal ji. And you have seen that 22 months he was kept in the jail, Mr. Manish Sisodia, and Arvind Kejriwal also, and they all has come out now, except our Jain Sahab, he will also come out. Now, what is the naitikta of BJP? They cannot ask anything about Arvind Kejriwal's working. He has shown all over the country and even in the world that how the politics can be played in a country like India, where you will get bijli, pani, shiksha, swasth, and this kind of things you will find in developed countries as well. So Modi ji cannot do because the corruption, they are full of corruption. They have spent billions of dollars, crores of rupees, arabs of rupees. People, so they have no right to tell anything. What Arvind Kejriwal has decided, it is again a big tamacha on the face of BJP, who has been asking for so many hours in 2 days that resign. He had decided to resign on his own, because Supreme Court has not allowed him to work as a chief minister. So it was natural.
Mr. Khan, how is this a tamacha? How is this okay, Mr. Khan? How is this a tamacha on the BJP's face? They were hoping that the elections, when they arrive in February, Arvind Kejriwal, would be on the back foot.
You see, BJP wanted to create problems. That's their nature. Their strategy always is to create problem, not to solve the problem. They are creating problems. They were thinking, okay, Arvind Kejriwal will not resign, but he has already decided he will resign because the conditions put by the Supreme Court.
Okay. Let's get Sumit P to respond to what you said. Sumit P, in fact, what we assessed from what Mr. Khan said, that this is a master stroke and this is something which is going to put the Bharatiya Janata Party on the back foot. Sumit P, your reaction?
If this is a master stroke, then I have to rewrite the English dictionary and change the word of the master stroke. So by thoda samay dijiye, mohalat dijiye, itni jaldi nahi hoga. That's the point number one. The point number two is, look, Vineet, I'll talk of the alleged scams, DTC scam, Jal Board scam, this Mohalla Clinic scam, then excise Sharab Gotala to chal hi raha, then there is school scam, then there are at least this farji tests happening in the Mohalla clinics. There are a plethora of scams which are still underway and will be operated. Then you have Sheesh Mahal, then you have women safety, then you have condition on the roads, you have Swati Maliwal incident, and you have many more fiascos which are happening, right? Which are happening. I've counted just around 11, 12, one dozen of them for your convenience. Now, with all these happening, now after whatever you see, the Indian justice system is based on bail, not jail. So you got the bail after 6-8 months with so many conditions. You were given the bail, but you were told you cannot go to office, you cannot sign a file, you cannot resume the office. So you are just out at your home and you are not a practical chief minister. Now the challenge here is, in last 4 years, there is no CAG audit which has happened. What my friend was saying, from January, February, koi cabinet ki meeting nahi hui. All the major decisions have not been taken. And when the Aam Aadmi Party people are asked at the court, they say, "Hamara chief minister to ji Delhi jail mein, we cannot do anything." Now, when he's out of the jail on bail, now there are two conditions which must have seen. One is he's losing the control of the party. The party is going here. Now he's out of the jail. Now he has to take decisions. What is the decision? He has to make somebody else as the chief minister, because he cannot fulfill the roles of the chief minister, and he must have already seen those frictions and fractions within the party. So what does
But Sumit, he never had a portfolio to begin with. Sumit, he never had a portfolio to begin with.
He cannot continue as the chief minister as well. He has to give it to somebody, because he cannot resume the office even if he's out of the jail. Earlier he was saying, "Bhai, main jail mein isliye not work." Now when he's out of the jail, he has to give it to somebody else. And Kejriwal will never give power to anybody else. Let it be Archie, let it be Sura Bhardwaj or anybody. So what does he do? To scatter the whole thing, he's drawing the whole stuff. He's drawing the complete blackboard.
Okay, Manaswi, respond. Sumit, 1 second. We have a packed house. A lot of people want to get in a lot of stuff. Manaswi, quickly react.
So I think these are the same people, the BJP supporters.
It seems to be a fair logic to me. What Sumit has said, and even what Advocate Singh said, it seems to be a very fair logic to me.
Both Advocate Singh and Sumit Bhai are logical people, so I don't deny their logic. But we have to give it to Arvind Kejriwal. I don't know. We may be on any side, but we have to accept that this is a very good stroke by Arvind Kejriwal. Only time will say that this is a master stroke or not, but definitely it's not a fear stroke, as my friend Mr. Singh said. Why would I say that? If there would be any kind of fear on Arvind Kejriwal, he could have resigned while he was under pressure in the jail. He did not do that. So coming out, he wants the people's sympathy to be on his side.
Does this decision stem out of the insecurities which have stemmed out of his conviction and the ongoing investigation? Is this because he's no longer able to control the reins as he could when he was out of jail, before he went to jail?
He has a mandate of people with him. He is having 64 seats with him. I don't think that kind of fear is going to be there for him. He is having the support of his MLAs. BJP has been successful in breaking governments in all across the country, but they could not do it in Delhi. So Delhi has a special Aam Aadmi Party force. So we have to give it to Arvind Kejriwal and
all right,
his network of
let
MLAs.
me get Mr. Khan into this. Then we go to Advocate Singh. Mr. Khan.
Yes.
All right. Is the BJP, not successful in breaking the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, and that is the reason why there is so much reaction to whatever happens to the Aam Aadmi Party or Arvind Kejriwal?
BJP cannot do anything in Delhi. I am telling you, it is certain that next election, Aam Aadmi Party is going to win with huge majority again. And most importantly, BJP is losing its popularity, its credibility all over the country. So you have seen that 400 plus, and they actually came down to 200 minus. There are cases are going on still, and they have done so many things about EVM and all those things. This is continuous process. They are just making dictatorship in our country. So BJP has no right. BJP cannot win. I am telling you, BJP is going to lose Haryana. BJP is going to lose Maharashtra, Jammu and Kashmir, and all. So in Delhi, there is no question. No question, BJP can even win in double-digit seats. BJP is going to lose Delhi election, there is no doubt, and they are going to lose the credibility in the country, because you see our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, how he is behaving. He is not keeping any kind of morality in political life. Personal, I forgot about personal life. He's not keeping, and he's going to Chief Justice of India residence. Why? There is no reason to go there. Only one reason, to pressurize the CJI and to the judiciary. This is very well clear, and this is very bad for our country's politics. And those who are not agreeing with me, they must understand the Modi. In 10 years.
Okay, Mr. Singh, come in now. Mr. Singh, Advocate Singh, come in now. Okay, Advocate Singh wants to respond. Advocate Singh, everybody wants to respond. I know. Let's take it. Mr. Khan. Okay, you've said enough. Advocate Singh, come in now. Okay, Mr. Khan, it's time for you to stop now. Mr. Khan, time for you to stop now. You've said enough. Mr. Khan, time for you to stop now. Advocate Singh.
See, what my friend was saying, that this is not a fair stroke. If there would have not been any insecurity factor to the Arvind Kejriwal. When he was going to jail, he would have certainly called the people from his party, from his family, and made him as a chief minister before going to jail. But when he was in jail, he has a insecurity that if I would appoint anybody as a chief minister, there could be anything. I would lose the control of the party. I could lose the control of the this state also. So now he's out of the jail, and he knows that in near future there is no case, there is no new case going against him. So he knows until and unless the trial is not going to conclude, he is not going to jail. So he's out of jail. He's out of jail now, and he will be out of jail until the trial is concluded in this month. Okay. So that is why now due to his political drama, as his this is his.
So it's Manasvi. We can easily conclude that this is a part of, for the lack of a better word, Manasvi, for the lack of a better word, a Game of Thrones.
In the Game of Thrones, it's about the chair. He's the one who's giving the chair, and he's working hard for it. He's going back to the ground. He's going back to the people. He's giving it up. He's not. You may call it that Supreme Court has cut his hand. There are no powers with the chief minister, but he still had the chair. He still had the position. Tell me one BJP leader in the last 10 years or since the formation of BJP have actually resigned on the ground of propriety. It is Arvind Kejriwal. You can tell him anything, but the reality is he has resigned. And the resignation is going well with the people of Delhi. There are charges of corruption yet to be proved. There is a trial which has to be concluded, not concluded as of now. BJP were the people, BJP supporters and the members were saying that he should resign. Now he has resigned, so they are saying he has to resign.
Hold on, Manasvi. Yeah. Now you use the word propriety. Wasn't it proper for the Delhi chief minister to resign when he was in jail? What happened to propriety then? Propriety cannot be selective, right? It cannot be selective.
In fact, he has all the privileges of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay, Sumit Peer, respond to what I've just asked. Sumit, you concur with what I said.
Vineet, there are a couple of things here. First of all, look, when any of the BJP chief ministers has not gone to the jail in last 20-30 years and he has been in the office, I don't know anybody. Even in independent India, I don't know a chief minister who was in jail for 6 months, 8 months, 9 months and did not resign.
Nobody.
Because of the constitution, Baba Saheb Ambedkar never imagined a person who will be in the jail and trying to run a chief minister's post. Ambedkar ji ki atma bhi dukhi hai. Aaj bhai kya bana diya.
Sumit, you also have the example of Hemant Soren, right, who resigned.
Who resigned immediately. Look, he went to jail, he resigned immediately. That is the. So let's not talk on morality. Vineet, the point is very simple. Only one person whom he trusts he could have made is Sunita Kejriwal. But the problem is with Sunita ji, she is not MLA. Now, if you technically you cannot have, you could have given her 6 months, but she has to again run for MLA. Then because there are 1 year to election, you cannot run an MLA election. So technically that was not possible. Minus his wife, he doesn't.
That is possible.
And when he's out of the bail now, there is no reason for him not to designate or nominate a chief minister, and he has already seen a lot of undercurrents in the party. His party is going away. Look, Kejriwal is a gambler in a way. I with due respect to him, he goes for the bluff. He tries his bluff because he is kind of going for the bluff. Arey Khan sahab bolne dijiye. He's going for the bluff so that he is back to the game. He wants to control the game anyway. It's all about Kejriwal. It is not about party. He doesn't give a damn to the party. Tell me, party with 63 MLAs, you don't trust one person for last 1 year to become a chief minister. Yaar, matlab, what is so great about your 50 scams on you? You don't trust one person.
Allow me.
Okay, all right. We also have another voice. One second, guys. We have another voice. Dr. Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst. He's also joined. Okay. He's yet to join. Mr. Khan, respond to what Sumit said. Go on. 1 second, Manasvi, I'll come to you. Let Mr. Khan finish.
Yeah.
Mr. Khan.
Yeah. My point is that you see, everybody knows in the world that Arvind Kejriwal has come out with historical mandate by the people of Delhi, and all over the world his achievement has been appreciated by all. And even the developing countries, people, their chiefs, their president and prime minister are visiting Delhi, and they have appreciated, including the president, the wife of the president of United States, and the president himself. So you cannot see. I want to point out here that what BJP has done over the years against the Delhi's administration, against the Delhi development, by putting an act which is still going on, a hearing going on in the Supreme Court, that they have put LG, they have made LG is the chief of Delhi. And he has created all kind of problem and hindrances in the development of Delhi. And this is the BJP's strategy. This is BJP's corrupt policies.
Okay, one second. I also want to get in Dr. Abbas into this conversation. Dr. Abbas, welcome to the show. And thank you for joining at such a short notice. But being a political pundit and somebody who keeps a very keen and close eye on what's happening in the capital, I'm sure you're happy to be here. But first off, what do you make of Arvind Kejriwal's decision? Dr. Abbas, I'm so sorry. I'll come back to you. In fact, the Aam Aadmi Party is speaking to the media. Let's cut across. We'll come back and resume the debate. Let's cut across.
हो गया? हेलो, पूछोगे एक बार? हेलो। तो सवाल भी लेंगे? तो सवाल कब नहीं लिए हमने, आपके बताओ?
पीसी में लेंगे।
करोगे?
हाँ जी, करिए।
अभी तैयार है भाई? बोल दिया? नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज आपको जानकारी मिली होगी, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने पार्टी ऑफिस के अंदर ये घोषणा की है कि पिछले 2 साल से भारतीय जनता पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल और उनकी पार्टी के तमाम बड़े बड़े नेताओं के ऊपर कीचड़ उछाल रही थी कि ये लोग चोर हैं, इन्होंने बेईमानी की, इन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार किया, इन्होंने करोड़ों रुपए की कमाई की। और 2 साल की लंबी जांच के बाद भी ईडी सीबीआई के पास वो हिम्मत नहीं है कि वो ट्रायल भी शुरू कर पाएं, मुकदमा भी नहीं शुरू कर पा रहे। ये बात सुप्रीम कोर्ट कह रहा है। और इस बात पे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जब अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को जमानत दी तो साफ साफ केंद्र सरकार की प्रीमियर एजेंसी सीबीआई के ऊपर टिप्पणी की है कि सीबीआई आज भी पिंजरे में कैद तोते की तरह काम कर रहा है, दुर्भावना से अरविंद केजरीवाल को जेल में रखने के लिए काम कर रहा है, और कब ट्रायल शुरू होगा इसका कोई पता नहीं। तो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने कहा है कि देश की सबसे बड़ी अदालत ने तो मुझे जमानत दे के राहत दी है, मगर जो जनता की अदालत है, मैं जनता की अदालत में जाके अग्नि परीक्षा दूंगा, और अग्नि परीक्षा को जब पार करूंगा तो उस कुर्सी पे बैठूंगा जो मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी है, वरना उस कुर्सी पे नहीं बैठूंगा। जितनी राजनीति मैंने देखी है उससे ज्यादा कई साथियों ने देखी होगी। पूरी दुनिया के इतिहास में इकलौता ऐसा मुख्यमंत्री है जो अपनी मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पे इस्तीफा देके कह रहा है कि अगर मैं ईमानदार हूं तो मुझे वोट देना, वरना मुझे वोट मत देना। ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। जनता की अदालत में जाके कह रहे हैं कि मैं आपका मुख्यमंत्री अग्नि परीक्षा देने आया हूं, 2 साल से मेरे ऊपर कीचड़ उछाली जा रही है, आरोप लगाए जा रहे हैं, नैरेटिव चलाया जा रहा है, और वो आदमी रिस्क ले रहा है इतनी बड़ी चीज का, अपने पूरे करियर का रिस्क ले रहा है वो आदमी, और कह रहा है इतनी कीचड़ उछालने के बावजूद, इतनी विपरीत परिस्थितियों के बावजूद, जब पार्टी को उसके ऑफिस से निकाल दिया हो, पार्टी के तमाम नेताओं को गिरफ्तार किया गया हो, पार्टी के पास पैसा ना हो, ऐसे में अरविंद केजरीवाल कह रहे हैं मैं जनता के बीच जाके कहूंगा कि अगर मैं ईमानदार हूं तो मुझे वापस मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पे बिठाइएगा, वरना मत बिठाइएगा। भारतीय राजनीति के अंदर ऐसी नैतिकता, ऐसी शुचिता देखने में नहीं मिलती, जहां आज भारतीय राजनीति एक कीचड़ के समान हो गई है। ये इकलौते अरविंद केजरीवाल हैं। अरविंद केजरीवाल कहते हैं कि तमाम आरोपों के बावजूद, कीचड़ उछालने के बावजूद, एक चीज भी अब तक अदालत के अंदर साबित नहीं हुई, एक आरोप भी। मैं बहुत गंभीरता से ऐतराज दर्ज करता हूं। सुधांशु त्रिवेदी पढ़े लिखे व्यक्ति हैं, सजा याफ्ता शब्द का इस्तेमाल उन्होंने जो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के लिए किया है उसका मैं घोर ऐतराज करता हूं। उनको इतनी समझ कानून की होनी चाहिए, इतने पढ़े लिखे वो होने चाहिए। वो एक मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट हैं। सजा याफ्ता का मतलब कन्विक्टेड होता है। अरविंद केजरीवाल की ट्रायल भी अभी तक शुरू नहीं हुई, आपने सजा याफ्ता डिक्लेयर कर दिया। इलाज कराएं सुधांशु त्रिवेदी अपना, वरना इलाज हम करना जानते हैं। उनको मैं चेतावनी दे रहा हूं, अपनी जुबान संभाल के बात करा करें। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने ये रिस्क आज लिया है और जनता की अदालत के बीच में जाएंगे, और जनता जो कहेगी उसके हिसाब से कुर्सी पे बैठेंगे, वरना कुर्सी पे नहीं बैठेंगे। अब आतिशी अपनी बात रखेंगे।
आज का दिन सिर्फ भारत के लोकतंत्र में नहीं, देश के लोकतंत्र में एक ऐतिहासिक दिन के तौर पर दर्ज होगा। भारत की राजनीति में, इस देश की राजनीति में, पूरी दुनिया भर की राजनीति में पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के नेताओं को शक की निगाह से देखा जाता है कि इन्होंने कोई ना कोई भ्रष्टाचार तो जरूर किया होगा। भारत के इतिहास में कोई एक नेता ऐसा नहीं रहा होगा, देश के इतिहास में कोई ऐसा नेता नहीं रहा होगा, दुनिया के इतिहास में कोई ऐसा नेता नहीं रहा होगा जिसने इतनी हिम्मत दिखाई हो और जनता के बीच में जाके कहा हो कि अगर आपको लगता है मैं ईमानदार हूं तो मुझे वोट देना, अगर आपको लगता है मैं ईमानदार नहीं हूं तो मुझे वोट मत देना। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की इस घोषणा को समझने के लिए अरविंद केजरीवाल द पर्सन, अरविंद केजरीवाल जो व्यक्ति हैं उनको समझना पड़ेगा। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी वो व्यक्ति हैं जिन्होंने IRS की नौकरी, इनकम टैक्स कमिश्नर की नौकरी, जिसको पाने के लिए लोग कुछ भी कर देते हैं, जिसको पाने के बाद 10 पुश्तों लायक पैसा कमा लेते हैं लोग, उस नौकरी को लात मारकर दिल्ली की झुग्गियों में काम किया। ये आदमी है अरविंद केजरीवाल जी। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी वो आदमी है जिन्होंने जीरो से एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को खड़ा किया, भ्रष्टाचार के विरोध में खड़ा किया, और जब एक नई नवेली पार्टी चुनाव जीती और वो दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री बने, उन्होंने मुख्यमंत्री पद से सिर्फ इसलिए इस्तीफा दे दिया क्योंकि वो भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ कानून नहीं ला पाए जो वादा करके आए थे वो दिल्ली के लोगों का। अगर अरविंद केजरीवाल जी एक चीज है जो बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकते हैं, वो है भ्रष्टाचार, वो है बेईमानी, वो है जनता के पैसे को अपनी जेब में डालना। जब ऐसे व्यक्ति पर भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप लगता है तो सोचिए उस व्यक्ति पर क्या बीतती है। सोचिए उस व्यक्ति को नींद कैसे आती होगी ये सोचकर कि शायद दिल्ली के वो लोग जिनके लिए मैं दिन रात काम करता हूं, जिनके लिए मैं सुबह से लेकर रात काम करता हूं, स्कूल ठीक करता हूं, अस्पताल ठीक करता हूं, जिनको मैं मुनाफे का बजट देता हूं, जिनको मैं तीर्थ यात्रा करवाता हूं, शायद कोई ऐसे लोग हों जो सोच रहे हों कि अरविंद केजरीवाल बदल गया है, जो सोच रहे हों कि शायद अरविंद केजरीवाल ने भ्रष्टाचार कर लिया है। और आज अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के इस्तीफे का फैसला उस दर्द से आया है कि कहीं कोई ऐसा दिल्ली वाला ना हो जो सोच रहा हो कि मैं भ्रष्टाचारी हूं, जो सोच रहा हो कि मैंने जनता का पैसा खाया है। अरविंद केजरीवाल को पिछले 2 साल से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की केंद्र सरकार प्रताड़ित कर रही है। एक के बाद एक केस, एक के बाद एक झूठे आरोप, कभी एक नेता को गिरफ्तार करते हैं, कभी दूसरे नेता को गिरफ्तार करते हैं, कभी एक झूठा आरोप लगा के बदनाम करते हैं, कभी दूसरा झूठा आरोप लगा के बदनाम करते हैं। पिछले 2 साल में हजारों रेड हो गई, पिछले 2 साल में सैकड़ों CBI और ED के अफसर लग गए, लेकिन पिछले 2 साल में वो आम आदमी पार्टी के किसी भी नेता से भ्रष्टाचार का 1 रुपया भी बरामद नहीं कर पाए। ये है आम आदमी पार्टी की ईमानदारी, ये है अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की ईमानदारी। अब उस ईमानदारी पे ठप्पा सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी लगा दिया। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ना सिर्फ आम आदमी पार्टी के सभी नेताओं को जमानत दी, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ना सिर्फ अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को जमानत दी, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी की केंद्र सरकार और उनकी एजेंसीज के मुंह पे तमाचा मारा और तमाचा मार के कहा कि ये जो एजेंसीज हैं ये एक पिंजरे में बंद तोते की तरह हैं जो सिर्फ अपनी मालिक की आवाज में बोल रही हैं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने तमाचा मारा केंद्र सरकार की एजेंसीज को और कहा कि अरविंद केजरीवाल की गिरफ्तारी सिर्फ एक दुर्भावना से हुई है, उनको जेल में रखने की दुर्भावना से हुई है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने तमाचा मारा ये कह के कि केंद्र सरकार की एजेंसीज को स्वतंत्र होना पड़ेगा, उनको इंडिपेंडेंट होना पड़ेगा, उनके इन्वेस्टिगेशन को अबव बोर्ड होना पड़ेगा। ये आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं कह रही है, ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है। लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के लिए सिर्फ सुप्रीम कोर्ट के शब्द काफी नहीं है। उन्होंने अपनी जिंदगी लगाई है दिल्ली के लोगों की सेवा करने के लिए, दिल्ली की जनता की सेवा करने के लिए, और वो तब तक चैन से नहीं बैठ सकते, वो तब तक मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बन सकते जब तक उनको भरोसा ना हो जाए कि दिल्ली की जनता उनकी ईमानदारी पर भरोसा करती है, दिल्ली की जनता उनको ईमानदार मानती है। और इसीलिए अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने यह फैसला किया है कि जब तक दिल्ली की जनता उनकी ईमानदारी पर भरोसा नहीं दिखा देती, जब तक उनकी ईमानदारी पे जनादेश नहीं देती है, वो मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पे नहीं बैठेंगे। मुझे लगता है कि इस कीचड़ भरी राजनीति में शायद ही कोई ऐसा व्यक्ति आया होगा अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की तरह जिन्होंने कहा है कि मैं करूंगा ईमानदारी की राजनीति। तुम मुझ पर कितने भी झूठे आरोप लगाओ, तुम मुझे कितना भी कीचड़ उछालो, मैं साफ सुथरी राजनीति करूंगा और खुद साफ सुथरी राजनीति करके मैं देश की राजनीति बदलूंगा। और इसी के साथ हमने मांग करी है कि दिल्ली में जल्द चुनाव करवाए जाएं। नवंबर में महाराष्ट्र में चुनाव होने हैं, उसी के साथ साथ दिल्ली में भी चुनाव करवाए जाएं और इस चुनाव में दिल्ली की जनता अपना जनादेश देगी, अपने बेटे अपने भाई अरविंद केजरीवाल पर जनादेश देगी, उनकी ईमानदारी पे जनादेश देगी, जो उनका अरविंद केजरीवाल जी पर भरोसा है उसका जनादेश देगी। तो हम ये चाहते हैं कि दिल्ली में जल्द से जल्द चुनाव करवाए जाएं कि दिल्ली की जनता भी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की ईमानदारी पर अपना जनादेश दे सके।
सवाल
हाँ जी,
ये क्लियर कर दीजिए कि अरविंद जी जब जनता के बीच में जाएंगे तो कोई लोकेशन आइडेंटिफाई है कि कहाँ जाएंगे, किन लोगों से बात करेंगे?
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी पूरी दिल्ली में जाएंगे और दिल्ली के लोगों से संवाद करेंगे।
सवाल है बीजेपी के हवाले से, ये नेचुरली सवाल उठ रहे हैं कि पहला वो ये कह रहे हैं कि आप लोग असेंबली डिसॉल्व क्यों नहीं कर देते हैं अगर आपको अर्ली चुनाव चाहिए, और दूसरा ये भी सवाल उठाया जा रहा है कि क्या मुख्यमंत्री अपना आवास खाली करेंगे अगर वो पद से उतर रहे हैं तो?
देखिए, सबसे पहली बात यह है कि दिल्ली में चुनाव आज के दिन करवाने के लिए असेंबली डिसॉल्व करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। जब किसी भी विधानसभा का 6 महीने से कम का टेन्योर रहता है तो केंद्र सरकार और चुनाव आयोग कभी भी चुनाव करवा सकती है। इसलिए दिल्ली में चुनाव करवाने के लिए यहाँ पे दिल्ली की असेंबली भंग करने की कोई भी ज़रूरत नहीं।
बीजेपी ये कह रही है कि जो हमने कहा था वही हुआ है, मुख्यमंत्री ने इस्तीफा दे दिया। जो हम दूसरी बात कह रहे हैं कि सुनीता केजरीवाल को मुख्यमंत्री बना दिया जाएगा, ये भी आपको जल्द सामने नजर आएगा।
नहीं, आप बता दो।
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी वाले परेशान हैं। वो एक्चुअली 2 साल से परेशान हैं। वो परेशान तब से हैं जब से उन्होंने आम आदमी पार्टी को तोड़ने की कोशिश करी, विधायकों को डराने धमकाने की कोशिश करी, करोड़ों रुपए की ऑफर देने की कोशिश करी, लेकिन दिल्ली की सरकार नहीं गिरा पाए। वो परेशान तब से हैं जब से उन्होंने आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं के घर पे रेड करनी शुरू करी। कभी घर पे रेड करी, कभी ऑफिस पे रेड करी, कभी लॉकर में रेड करी, कभी पैतृक गांव में रेड करी। अब इतनी रेड करने के बाद भी उन्हें एक चवन्नी की भी रिकवरी नहीं हुई, तो वो तब से परेशान है। फिर वो इस बात से परेशान है कि उन्होंने भारतीय जनता पार्टी और उनकी एजेंसीज ने आम आदमी पार्टी के सभी नेताओं को जेल में डाल दिया। अब बाकी पार्टियों में तो जेल का नाम लेते ही लोग कूद कूद के उनकी पार्टी में चले जाते हैं, और आम आदमी पार्टी के ऐसे नेता हैं जो 2 साल तक जेल में रहे लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल और आम आदमी पार्टी का साथ नहीं छोड़ा। ये इकलौती ऐसी पार्टी है जो टूटी नहीं, जो दबी नहीं, जो चुप नहीं हुई। तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी तो इस बात से परेशान है कि देश में अब एक इकलौती ऐसी पार्टी है, आम आदमी पार्टी, जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की आंख में आंख मिलाकर उनकी तानाशाही के खिलाफ संघर्ष कर सकती है। इसलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी परेशान है, कुछ ना कुछ तो कहेंगे ही।
मैम, बीजेपी ने ये भी कहा है कि 2 दिन क्यों चाहिए?
उसका तो सिंपल सा रीजन है, आज संडे है और कल छुट्टी है ईद की, तो नेक्स्ट वर्किंग डे ट्यूसडे है, इसलिए 2 दिन का समय चाहिए।
जनता, क्योंकि आप लोग सारे काम जनता से पूछ के करते हैं, जनता ही जानना चाह रही है आपकी मुख्यमंत्री दिल्ली का कौन होगा, क्योंकि आपने कहा था आपके बेटे अरविंद केजरीवाल आएंगे, वो काम कराएंगे, लेकिन अब अरविंद केजरीवाल इस्तीफा दे दिया है, तो दिल्ली का काम कौन कराएगा? फिर आप दोनों में से कोई एक कराएगा क्या?
देखिए, अभी दिल्ली की सरकार कितने दिन चलेगी ये तो इस बात पर डिपेंड करेगा कि चुनाव की घोषणा कब होती है, चुनाव किस तारीख को होंगे, ये तो चुनाव आयोग बताएगा। लेकिन दिल्ली की सरकार 1 दिन चले, 1 हफ्ते चले, 1 महीने चले चुनाव तक, आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार दिल्ली की जनता के लिए काम करती रहेगी। आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार दिल्ली के लोगों को 24 घंटे बिजली देती रहेगी। आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार दिल्ली के बच्चों को अच्छी शिक्षा देती रहेगी। आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार दिल्ली के लोगों को मोहल्ला क्लिनिक में, अस्पतालों में अच्छा इलाज देती रहेगी, बुजुर्गों को फ्री तीर्थ यात्रा करवाती रहेगी और महिलाओं को फ्री बस यात्रा करवाती रहेगी।
हरियाणा में भी आप लोग चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। अनिल विज ने एक बड़ा बयान दिया है कि मैं दावेदार हूँ सीएम का और जीत कर आऊँगा तो अपनी प्रबल दावेदारी भी कहूँगा। खुद को सीएम मानना चाहते हैं, तो बीजेपी में इस तरीके की लड़ाइयाँ शुरू हो गई हैं कि मैं खुद सीएम बनूँगा। इस पर आप लोग का क्या कहना है?
देखिए, इस पर हमें कुछ कहने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, हरियाणा की जनता ही इस पर जवाब देगी।
चलिए, आपका क्या कहना है?
All right, the Aam Aadmi Party, Atishi speaking after Arvind Kejriwal announced that he will be resigning in the next 48 hours. She also shed light on why this decision is a bold one and how it is a testament to Arvind Kejriwal's character, which she said the BJP lacks as a chief minister. Sumit Peer, senior political commentator, he's with me. But before I go to Sumit, let me in fact also cut across to my colleague Anand Singh, who spoke exclusively with Congress leader Sandeep Dikshit. Listen in.
So joining me is the senior Congress leader Sandeep Dikshit. Sandeep, sir, today Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has announced that he will going and resign within 2 days as the Chief Minister of Delhi. So how do you look at his decision that he has made?
It's a fraud step. I mean, it's drama. I mean, if he really felt that he should have resigned, he should have resigned when they had first arrested him. Why did he not resign at that point of time? My suspicion is that because he would have resigned and been in jail, his fear is that the Aam Aadmi Party would have gone out of his hands. Any new chief minister would have taken over, and all the various deals that were being done, all the files that had been manipulated, all the money that Aam Aadmi was making, which is primarily, and I'm told it's nothing but the family that takes care of everything in that party, they would have benefited from that. Which is why at that time he did not resign. Now he's going to be out on public view, and therefore whoever will be the chief minister is somebody who would be in the control of Kejriwal. So now that the atmosphere of keeping a control on the party was far better for him, I think he decided to resign, A, for that reason, and B, to have this drama, because, sacrifice, it sounds like a sacrifice. Sacrifice is something people believe will always give you electoral dividends. I think that's why he's resigned.
So he has also demanded that the elections should be held in Delhi along with the elections of Maharashtra and Jharkhand. Do you think that the demand by Kejriwal will benefit Aam Aadmi Party in the...
Look, first of all, the system in India is if a chief minister wants early elections in their state, they take a decision in the cabinet, right? And then the cabinet decision is carried to the lieutenant governor, or he can go straight to the lieutenant governor and ask them to dissolve the assembly. He should do that, no? Why doesn't he do that? Okay, LG may or may not listen to you. That's a separate thing. At least go through the motions. So in his case, everything is a drama and nothing is based on the way systems work and the way norms have been established in this nation.
All right, Sumit, coming back to you, your response to what Atishi said, that this is basically a testament, in fact, a proof, a corroboration of the moral high ground that the Aam Aadmi Party has always displayed. I can see a smile on your face even while I was describing my question. Your response, Sumit?
Vinit, when people talk like that, we have to, I'm compelled that we have to rely on the Oxford English Dictionary, and we have to go back to school and learn the basics of the English. First thing, when the Honorable Supreme Court gave him the bail, because bail is the rule, jail is an exception, right? Second thing, if he is not guilty, if he has given a clean sheet, why so many 50 restrictions on him? Why can't he go back to office? Why can't he sign the files, and why can't he resume the office as a chief minister? No. So Honorable Supreme Court gave him a bail because they didn't want to keep him in the jail, and there were restrictions were imposed as a matter of fact because they prima facie find there's a case. And what is this case? Paisa nahi mila. Like you and me rob a bank and go to a Las Vegas and splash all the money. Then when somebody comes to me and says, "Bhai, paisa to mila nahi," that means I have not robbed the bank. So what is this logic? Ek paisa nahi mila yaar. The money was laundered out. The money was used in elections, or money is hidden in a dungeon somewhere. How do we know? If the money is not found, where in this law, by which law, of the which virtue of the law, you say the crime is not done? What is this moral high ground? How long can these people think of befooling people? Oh, desh ki rajniti, dunya ki rajniti. You are nobody beyond Delhi, and you're talking of desh, dunya ki rajniti. Mein aisa koi neta nahi hai. I mean, for the sake of God, give us a break, yaar. I mean, you are exposed. Arvind Kejriwal is doing this, we need just to protect his freedom. He knows if he is out of the jail on bail, he cannot be the chief minister. He has to make a chief minister, and there is nobody with whom he trusts. There's nobody he can trust. He's trying to take this moral high ground.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.